Hey everybody, it's Dave with DII. I'm here with Daniel Tim today.
Yay! What's up?
How's it going, man? All right, we're back in action here. We're live on Saturday, 1 o'clock p.m. for our free handpan class. Today we're really going to be talking about all sorts of stuff coming up with Christmas season coming up because Christmas is coming.
Yes, it is.
Soon.
Oh my God.
And one of the big things we want to talk to you guys today about is just our product line, but also about the shipping issues that are going on right now. We've already had some issues with shipping with certain customers, delays and that sort of thing. So if you want to get a handpan and order one, you probably need to order one sooner than later, and we're not joking. We're just, it's serious. I mean, there's all sorts of craziness going on right now in the shipping area and just throughout the whole system, as everybody knows. So just FYI, just want to let you know. Otherwise, if you have never been to our channel before and you're first watching this for the first time today, please like and subscribe. I'm sure you know where the subscribe button is. Below the screen on the right-hand side, I believe, there's the red letters that say, yeah, exactly, say subscribe. So click on that red subscribe word. Be great to have you as a subscriber. Also, go to our website, davesislandinstruments.com, and scroll all the way to the bottom of the page, and you can add your name to and your email address to our newsletter. And you get announcements of all sorts of things that we're doing here, events, sales, all sorts of stuff like that. So it'd be great to have you as a subscriber and as a newsletter subscriber. And the other thing, what's the other thing? Oh, yeah, Facebook. Go to Facebook. We've got a Facebook page at Dave's Island Instruments. Go check us out. We do a lot of announcements on there as well, and we get to have chats with people and comments and a lot of fun there as well. So, all right, let's get down to it. I think what we're going to be talking about first is...
What are we talking about first?
Cyber Monday.
Cyber Monday. Oh my God. Oh yeah, we do sales on Cyber Monday. Did we have one last year? Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I think we did.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Cyber Monday is the day. Obviously, people go to Thanksgiving, have their whole Thanksgiving weekend and all that fun stuff. And then on Cyber Monday, people go, oh, you know what? I wanted to get this one thing for Christmas. So that's a great day to order. We're going to be having a sale that day. Aside from that, again, we're just talking about the shipping. Be careful with the shipping issue and make sure to order early so that the items can get to you on time. Even not only our stuff, but just everything else that you're ordering. Make sure you order early out there.
Yeah, there's already been a lot of people calling us about our handpans, and currently, I don't know. it's gonna be a crazy November because people do want to get them early.
Yeah.
And we're trying to get the word out because shipping has been an issue all around the United States. So, all businesses are feeling that effect. So, and that's what I heard. That people are getting their Christmas gift early this year. So it's So let's talk a little bit about something, a little bit of a surprise for you all out there. As you might already know, we've got basically 3 lines of handpans here. We also have ukuleles, by the way, so if you're looking for ukulele for Christmas for either yourself or a family member, give us a call or send us an email. We'd be glad to hear from you. But we're going to be primarily talking about handpans today. As you probably know or not know, we basically have 3 models of handpans. We've got the satin model, which is a 20-inch size diameter handpan with 8 notes on it. We've got a 20-inch clarity model. Here's the clarity. Looks like this. We don't have a satin model.
Well, I don't have one.
I was like,
sort of looks like this.
Sort of looks like that one, yeah.
Well, we got the clarity model here. It's got 8 top notes and 3 bottom notes there. It's a D minor scale. We've got the Aris model. Daniel has the Aris there. This one's kind of a special one. It's got some designs on it. We call this a Galaxy series. But this is basically the Aris stainless steel. A handpan is a 21-inch diameter, and it's also D minor scale. And so those are basically our 3, but today I want to kind of pre-announce, we're going to make a big announcement about this a little bit later, but pre-announce that we also have now a Gaia, a reintroduction of our Gaia model. Years ago I was making the nitrided version of the handpan, which is kind of like the original style of making a handpan with nitrided steel. I walked away from it for a little while. I was having some inconsistent results with it. And then I found this steel and this nitriding technique, and I'm really happy with it. So we are reintroducing the Gaia nitrided handpan. It's also a 21-inch diameter handpan. So we're going to have a little bit of a limited amount of these for sale coming up. But I just want to let you know that it's in the works. We're going to be talking a little bit about it today. But there you go.
Actually, let's go. I kind of want to go down the models again, and we'll actually... just so you can see the differences between the handpans. I know a lot of people want to hear sound samples.
right now this is a good time because we have a good mic, and you can probably hear it. It's really nice. So basically, let's look at the first one, which would be, this is our Luna series right here.
Luna Clarity, yep, 20-inch diameter.
Clarity, 21-inch diameter. 8 notes on the top. Hit the 8 notes. There you go. And then you have 3 on the bottom. Dave wants to hear that. Yeah. It's also powder coated, which is awesome. If you guys don't know what powder coating is, it's actually baked on cover. I don't know, what do you call it? How do you say?
Oh yeah, it's like
coating. Yeah. Baked on coating, but it gives it really good resistance to wear and tear, water, stuff like that, scratches even. If you know your rims on your car are powder coated, so so that it can take some abuse, and that's what's beautiful about this. We actually did a video with it in the rain and played it in the rain and just wiped it off, and it was it was definitely good to go. So
these have great durability for weather. So whether you're at in the rain or just at home with sweaty hands, or if you are out in a cold environment and gets lots of condensation and dew on the instrument, this instrument really holds up with that kind of weather. Even saltwater issues are very durable against even the saltwater kind of environments. You always want to clean any handpan, by the way, after you take it to any kind of environments, but just in general, these are really durable. Also, this instrument has a nice warm sound. A lot of people like the warmth that they have that comes from the.
This is the one I have at home. Yeah. I like playing this one because of the warm sound. It's a nice in between, so I don't have but I love all the handpans, but this is the one I do have at home.
Yeah. Yeah. So we basically also make all of the handpan models here with our Sunset D minor scale. Some people call it a Celtic minor scale. So it's a very common scale. We've found that most people really like this scale. A lot of people already have this scale, so if you wanted to get one that complements something that somebody already has and you guys can play together, it's frequently one of those that you can just walk up to somebody and start playing because they probably have a D minor also.
Yeah.
And it just has a really nice warm sound, a meditative sound. It's I don't know, it just makes you feel like you want to get into it and you can just keep going. It feels like you don't have so many limits.
Yeah. And it's rhythmic, has a good percussive, like that, because on the RS it's a little bit more.
Yeah.
This one's it has more of a tighter sound, I would say. Yeah, I get it. That's the Luna.
That's the Luna Clarity.
Clarity.
Yep.
Awesome. So,
bottom notes, top notes.
You guys have any questions on that? Please feel free to.
That's right.
Comments.
If you have any comments, we can ask. You can ask them now. And we can answer them live.
And the next one.
Oh, here we'll switch over. Okay.
We'll let Dave play. He's the man.
Yeah. So that's our Clarity model earlier we just talked about. This is the RS stainless steel model handpan, and it also has notes on the top and on the bottom. A lot of people like the bottom notes. This is also the D minor scale we were talking about, the Sunset D minor scale. Some people call it Celtic minor. A lot of people have the same scale. So the attributes of the stainless steel. Oh, by the way, this one has some designs on it. We call it the Galaxy model, but most of them just have the plain stainless steel gold color. A lot of people like this stainless steel because it has so much sustain. So let me just show you a little bit. You can see how the sound just kind of keeps going. Right?
That's
so
nice.
A lot of people just love that sound.
I love it, actually. This model is really popular with our sound healers out there, and they love that sustain because it kind of vibrates your body. It's really awesome. If you've ever sat in front of one, it just it makes you feel good. It's like a really happy pan, and I love playing this when people actually. I'm gonna do a thing for somebody's 50th birthday, and that's.
Oh yeah.
I want to bring this pan just to give that mellow. I don't know. It just it's very relaxing. It's very relaxing when the RS.
Yep. And again, like we also offer lessons online. We've got a lessons platform. All of these hand pans are basically tuned to that same scale, the Sunset D minor scale, which again is one of the most popular hand pan scales out there in the world. And we offer lessons. So if anybody out there is interested in getting a hand pan, we've got lessons that talk about each individual hand pan and exactly where to play the notes and how to make music and all sorts of really cool lessons that are really unparalleled, I believe. I don't know if anybody else is making lessons like this for their products that really are so comprehensive, that really get involved with all of the details of the handpan and how to play it. So we're really excited about that. And we've been getting good comments on that one too.
Yeah, actually, we just had a class today. We're starting to go back to live classes because a lot of our local people here want to learn and play together. And previously, that's what we used to do before COVID, but now, now that the restrictions are opening a little bit more, we can have it here. And if you guys are local, we are doing in-house lessons, which is super fun, and like getting everybody together and playing the same pan is just amazing. Like today, they had such a great time. It was awesome.
Today was our first in-store class that we've had for like 2 years. It's been forever. And it was really nice to see people, and we actually got to talk and get to know each other a little bit. But again, we were playing handpans, and it could have been a variety of handpans, but since they're all the same, we can just learn at the same pace, and we can make music together. So it was really a really great opportunity for us today. So anyway, back to the stainless. So one of the things we talked about, the sustain that the stainless has that beautiful sustain. Also, the stainless steel is stainless steel. So like if you get it wet with just plain water, it's pretty much not going to bother it. We do not suggest you go to the ocean and dip it in the ocean because sometimes salt water can be a problem, but we have stainless steel cleaner. You clean it off. Make sure you just wipe it down after you play it. You should be good to go. It's a really great instrument as far as durability is concerned. Another thing that a lot of people like about it is just the way it feels, right?
Yeah, it does feel good.
There's just something soft and like supple about it. I don't know what it is. It's yeah.
Can I rub your pan?
Exactly. yeah. So, and you can also make some pretty cool sounds with it. Just like that swishing sound, like as if you're like walking through the sand or swimming through the ocean or something like that. So it's got great sound and to it, even just by rubbing it. It's got a nice tone in the bottom, the bass port, the goo hole. It's got these notes there that you can play around with. So the extended scale. Gives you lots of opportunities to play like really interesting stuff. So the RS is absolutely
12,
amazing.
Very nice, 21-inch, very, very good.
Yeah. If anybody has any questions out there, let us know. We'd love to answer some questions if anybody has them.
Cool. We'll switch
All
back
right.
over.
So here we go. We're going to be talking about the Gaia now. All right. The reintroduction of the Gaia model.
You know what I like about this, Dave?
What's
it's
that?
like the Gaia. The Gaia is this is originally how handpans were made and how Dave used to make them, and coming back to it because that's how I originally learned a handpan was on like a Gaia style with the steel, and I love it actually. And these ones that you've made, they're very beautiful. Previously, like as you get better, you just get better.
Yeah.
And I just noticed, Dave, that these Gaias are really nice
compared
to they were good before, but these are like you've become a master, so it's
thank
awesome.
you. Yeah, no, I'm really pleased with the way they've turned out as well. Yeah. So again, this is nitrided steel. It's one of the original ways handpans were made, and so here we are introducing them again. We really like this sound, and it's kind of a balance between the what we showed you before, the clarity and the RS. So the RS has lots and lots of sustain. The clarity is like a nice and warm and punchy sound, and this one's like right in the middle.
It is,
right?
It is. It's like.
So tell me how you feel about it.
I'm still kind of because like this is previously this is a 21-inch because like previously he used to make 20-inch Gaias. And so I think with the volume, I don't know. I I like that in between sound.
Yeah.
I'm actually, the more and more I play with this, it's really nice. I don't know.
So, and it's interesting. So, like Daniel said earlier, some people come in, they really like the clarity because it's got that punchy percussive sound. Other people really like the sustain and the meditative aspect of the Auris. And again, this is right in the middle. Sometimes the extremes can be too much for some people. Like, for instance, like if you got an Auris, maybe there's going to be too much sustain for maybe in a recording studio. Sometimes it's hard to take the sustain out of a recording, but you can always add more with reverb, that sort of thing. So this, I think, might be even a really good application for studio playing and that sort of thing, to give it a nice, warm, balanced sound in the studio environment. They're all going to work great, but I mean, just FYI, I'm just kind of thinking about narrowing it down to some specific areas.
Well, some people also like, they like the tactile feel, like similar to the stainless steel, but this is more steel, and you have those swishes that you can do on this, like that. And then, I don't know. When you brought these out, Dave, I was really impressed because the sound is like kind of cool. Like you said, in between those two, and it's like, it fits like right in the middle. It's crazy.
Yeah, and caretaking for these is similar to the Aura stainless steel. You just want to make sure that you wipe it down after you're done playing it. It's usually pretty durable against hand sweat and just typical water and that sort of thing. Just make sure you wipe it off after you play if it does get wet and that sort of thing. So they're easy to take care of, and they've got a great sound. So let me just... Yeah. It's got all the harmonics. All that fun stuff, So you can do all sorts of stuff with this instrument. Again, we just really like it. It feels good. It looks good. Sounds good. So we're really pleased with it. Anyway, we just wanted to reintroduce this to you guys today and let you know that we're going to have these for sale coming up in our Cyber Monday sale and beyond.
Yeah. So you have some in the works, and we do have these two right here. So if you guys are really interested in these, definitely check them out. This is going to be a crazy month. So
yeah.
And I love it. You were playing it all day today, and I was just like, wow, this is super cool.
Yeah.
Takes me back to when I first started.
So a lot of people too, beginners frequently have questions about tuning and like how do you maintain the tuning if something goes out of tune. Just FYI, on all of the handpans that we sell, the first tuning is always free. So let's say anything does happen, let's say a month after you get it, you're like, hey, one of the notes sounds a little bit squirrely. We'll tune it for free and it's not a problem. You can always refer to us if you ever need any tuning done on any instrument, really. I mean, we prefer to tune ours because it's the most easy and the most, we know how these instruments are built, and so it's really right up our alley as far as knowing how to fix them. But yeah, definitely let us know if anything ever happens. We also have basically like, if you're not into it, like for 30 days, send it back.
Yeah, exactly. 30 money back guarantee.
Yeah. So you guys are totally set to go with these instruments, and we know that you're gonna be satisfied. I mean, I can't remember the last person that was like unhappy with one of our instruments. No. People, we rarely see people come back. As far as tuning is concerned, also, some people are worried that if they get it, it's gonna be out of tune. I really can't remember the last person either that got it and received it and said, hey, it's out of tune. No. Everyone's very pleased with it. And even within like years, sometimes people will bring them back and say, hey, Dave, you said maybe you should get it tuned every 3 to 6 months. And they'll bring it back to me and I check it and it's like perfectly in tune because they weren't sure. They weren't sure because I just said 3 to 6 months, but it was totally fine. So usually the only time tuning problems occur is when something gets damaged, like it gets dropped or something like that. So yeah, we really do our best to make sure the handpans are in tune before they leave the shop. So when you get them on your end, everything's totally in order, and you're going to be very satisfied. That's the whole point. So anyway, just to let you know, all of these instruments, I tune them, and I make sure that they're right in tune. I tune them to A440, and that's a very typical tuning for most instruments. Like, so you can play with guitars, pianos, any other instruments that you want, that sort of thing. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite?
A favorite? Well,
handpan out of these
all
styles.
Right. Good question.
Actually, people do ask me that, like, what's your favorite? And I go,
yeah.
I'll tell you what I say.
Yeah. So my obviously since I'm surrounded by handpans all the time, it ends up being I'm like the guitar guy that owns like 12 guitars. So pretty much any guitar player that you know, they don't own just one guitar.
That's true.
They own like 3 guitars at least usually. They usually have like an acoustic guitar, an electric guitar, and some like weird something or other else, right? And then if you ask them which one's their favorite, well, they go, well, for rock music, they like to play the electric, or for this kind of music, they like to play that, right? So same thing kind of applies with handpans. It ends up being, well, what application are you going to use the handpan for? So for me, if I was going to be playing more meditative stuff, obviously the RS seems to me to be like the just obvious winner for that.
Yeah, that is the one for that.
If I'm playing on the street or trying to get like something in the studio, kind of like a punchy sound, or like a lot of active playing and that sort of thing, then I like to have to play the Luna Clarity or the Luna Satin. Either one of those is really good for that. But then I would say personally, like if I wanted like an overall like kind of balance between the two, I think
actually that's what it is. It's funny that it just kind of went into that, and like when you first made these a couple weeks ago and I was playing, I was like, where does it fit? I was thinking about it, and it does. It fits perfectly in between those. So I'm excited about the new Gaia. It's really nice with a tactile feel and all that other stuff. And I'm actually like, wow, it kind of made me a special one over here, but it's still nice. It's still nice.
Oh yeah, they're great.
And in my opinion, I do have a Luna Clarity at home, but I'm with Dave. Since we are like around them all day, you know, I really don't have a favorite. I love them all for their specific reasons. Yeah. So that's what I love about like when I'm sharing with customers. I just usually put it in front of them, and then whatever one they kind of gravitate to, they'll play it the most. Yeah. And whether it's a Luna or an RS or something like that, and they'll just be like, yeah, I like that one. But like you said, I'm a ukulele player with 4 ukuleles.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
We have a customer. I remember a customer in New York that has 14 handpans. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot.
I was like, wow, that's so crazy. Yeah. But once music gets into you, it's just you want those different sounds. And the cool thing is Dave makes all these pans, and they're all outstanding. They're all outstanding. I don't say that just because I work here, but I've seen other hand pans, and the consistency and the quality and the love that Dave puts into the pans, you could totally tell. It's really awesome. So
speaking of outstanding, Daniel here is outstanding with helping people and customers. Literally, like he will spend time with people. So we do video.
We do video calls. Yeah, if you guys are out of state, a cool thing because like sometimes you can't hear it, and like you're not gonna. You can fly out here and visit us, which would be awesome. We'd love to see you. But we also can do video calls, which is like kind of the standard nowadays, like do a Zoom call. We do have you can hear the sound right now, and it sounds pretty good. And you can hear what the handpan sounds like, and you can make a really good choice on that.
So that's another thing. A lot of people are out there searching for handpans and looking online and looking at the details, looking at YouTube videos, going to Amazon or wherever it is. But there's nobody behind that screen to help you out, like with your decision making. That's where I was talking about the outstanding part. This is where Daniel is like amazing. He will be there and he'll like answer your calls. He'll be there for the video calls, and Carrie too.
Yeah,
Carrie's
awesome.
And they're just amazing. And so if you ever have any questions, give us a call. It'd be great. We're here to help.
I love talking with everybody. I found, especially this year, is the power of music in your life, and I just want to share that with people and make sure that they can find the music that they're looking for in their life. And it could be a handpan, it could be an ukulele, it could just be singing, but I love to share all just the concepts of it. It's pretty awesome.
No, it's wonderful stuff.
Yeah.
So we've got one other thing beyond the stuff that we sell here. We also have rental handpans.
We do have rentals. and actually a lot of people, what I love about this is because when I first started, here's going to show the rental pan. It was similar to this. It's not a full-blown Dave's Island sounds awesome handpan, and it's definitely not a representation of our production, but what it is basically just to give you an idea of the handpan. A lot of people, when they get, they're like, yeah, is this gonna be for me? Well, guess what? You can get a rental, and you try it out, basically, and you can rent for as long as you want. Right now, our program is you can rent for as long as you want. It's up to you, but you can rent up to 3 months and use that 3 months towards a purchase of a new handpan. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know anybody else that does that.
Yeah, nobody does that. And actually, it's been working out for a lot of our customers because, they want to try it out, even practice. Because this is the kind of handpan that I started out on. And it's not as belly as these ones, but what it does, it gives you the practice. And if you can do it on this, you're going to make these sound really nice. Mm-hmm. And that's what it's all about. And it just kind of gives you an idea of how the handpan sounds. Actually, some of these rental handpans, rental handpans are, because they're tuned by Dave, they're actually sound better than some of the production handpans that I've seen out there. It's so crazy. I'm like, wow. So yeah, it's a good program to get you started. And if you're looking to get into a new handpan, it just works out because you can use that 3 months towards a purchase.
Yeah, I mean, everyone appreciates it. Pretty much everybody that ever rents one from us is really happy that they had the chance to try one out. Even if they don't end up buying it, they're like, oh, I finally got to try one, right? Yeah. So it's just a great opportunity for people out there who are just kind of like on the fence, not sure they want to get one, not sure they, whatever it is, their decision making. So it's just the classic 8-note sunset scale, which is, again, kind of like the Celtic minor, or it is the Celtic minor that a lot of people refer to it as. And we have these yellow bottoms just that shows that they're a rental handpan. But yeah, so there they are. And the other thing too about the rentals, which I think is a big thing that we have to offer here, is if you get a rental handpan, we also have lessons online.
Oh yeah.
So we've got this huge, and I think I mentioned this before, but if you just tuned in, we've got comprehensive lessons on how to play these instruments. So if you rented a handpan because you weren't sure you wanted to get one yet, and then you got the lessons in combination with this instrument, then you're going to learn all about how to play it. So when you actually make the choice of which handpan you want to buy, maybe in the future, you're going to be able to walk up to those instruments and get a better idea of like, oh, this is the one for me. Just because, I mean, you already know how to play it to some degree.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I know the lessons are great. We talk specifically about these scales so that you're learning exactly what you get is exactly what's on the screen. As you know, I'm sure you've probably been cruising around YouTube, and there's all sorts of different scales out there with handpans, and it's very confusing. So we try to take out a lot of that confusion and just make it very easy for the beginner to focus and learn. So we talk about like how to play it, like which fingers to use. We talk about like different ways of playing different harmonics. We talk about scales, melodies. We talk about how to create your own melodies, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, and it's really doesn't matter the scale of handpan. Unfortunately, we keep all ours the same so we can play together. But like the techniques that you're gonna learn on a handpan will move to another scale. Mm-hmm. It's just a different scale.
Yeah.
So having the D minor is a good scale, but learning those techniques, you can use it to play with other pans, and it doesn't even have to be a DII pan. It goes into other different pans, and you can just, once you learn one, you can pick up another pan and go, wow, this is cool, and just go for it. So
yeah. So I mean, again, that's one thing that we really feel happy about with here at DII. We're offering all sorts of things to the customers to help them learn about the instrument and move them into a place of confidence when they are coming around to the decision to buy something. So it's really great. I'm really proud of what we've done here. We've done a lot, especially over the last couple of years, to really produce this for customers so that they can feel more comfortable and learn more.
Yeah, because I just had someone walk in. It's funny to me how this sound, it just attracts people.
Yeah.
And she walked in here and she was talking about, like, I go, how'd you hear about the handpan? I was watching YouTube and I just heard it. And then like we sat down and I shared with her a little bit, and she's like, oh my God, this is so exciting. She didn't have time, but she's going to come back and set up an appointment. And that's one of the things, you guys can set up appointments and just, and we can give you the personal service that you need. And I could share with you and see if this is something for you. And it usually is for somebody, for a lot of people. So.
Well, awesome. Well, do you want to play a little bit?
I absolutely want to play.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I'll play.
Do we have anything else?
Well, let's play both the Gaias.
Both the Gaias, yes.
Oh, yeah, don't forget. I mean, we've talked about it a couple times. We've got the Cyber Monday sale coming up. So if anybody is interested in buying, Cyber Monday! So for anybody that didn't hear us earlier, we're reintroducing this Gaia model handpan here at DII. It's a nitrided steel version. And I used to make the Gaia with the nitrided steel in the past, but then I stopped for a while. And now here I am reintroducing it with a larger size, 21-inch size. And it just really sounds great. We're really pleased with it. And so we're reintroducing it. We're going to have a limited supply of these coming up for sale. So when Cyber Monday comes around, or in our sale in December, order soon.
Order soon, because these are going. These
are great. So let's just do a little bit of something, and I'll play melodic. How about you do like a little rhythm, and I'll play some melody.
All right, cool. That sounds good. Let me see. Rhythm. What am I gonna do? All right. These sound nice.
Yep.
They're really good. I like them. Awesome.
Gaia handpans.
Oh, we got a Carl Anthony.
Hey, Carl Anthony.
Oh, yeah. I have your ring. I got your... I was going to call you today, so we'll send you a ring. Unless you can come down today. I don't know. I'm going to be here for a few, so if you want to come by and get a ring... I heard you ripped yours, so...
Oh, yeah. It's all good.
But we can ship it out. We can ship it out to you, Carl. You're
Good
awesome.
to hear from you.
Yes.
All right, well, there you go. That's the handpans we've got here at DIY. We've got the Luna Satin. We've got the Luna Clarity, which are both 20-inch models, which are a little bit smaller. A lot of people like a little bit of a smaller handpan. Fits in their lap a little bit better and that sort of thing. Those are both powder-coated. One has a satin powder-coated finish. The other one has a clear powder-coated finish. They're very artsy, and they look great. A lot of people like the warmth and the power and the percussiveness of those instruments. Then we also have the now we have the Gaia model, which is kind of like the next step up, which gives you that natural metal feel, natural metal sound. It's got the nitrided steel on it. All of these have the classic D minor sunset scale tuned to them. And then we have our RS model, the gold one over there that has the stainless steel. It has like the super ultra sustain for the people that really like that sustain. And so anyway, there you go. Oh, and then we also have our rentals. So if anybody's interested in getting a rental, you can either rent for yourself or you can rent for a family member and get them some lessons. Like, I personally think that'd be an awesome gift. Like, if you know somebody that wants to get a handpan, we don't really know which kind of handpan they want.
Just give them a rental.
Get them a rental and sign them up for the lessons.
Yeah, exactly.
And then boom, then they're like, cool, I got a rental, and I got some lessons, and they can get started. So even if that's like not exactly the perfect one that they wanted to get started on, hey, they've got one they get started on, which I don't know anybody else that offers this again, by the way.
Actually, you know what? We'll talk about this, but I think maybe we'll do a rental and lesson package.
Yeah, I think
that would be kind of cool for like if you don't know which handpan if you're trying to get a gift, that might be a good one just to go, hey,
absolutely,
here you go, here's a rental, try this out. If you like it, we'll get you one or something.
And I think we mentioned it before, but with our rentals, if you rent for 3 months or more, we apply 3 months of that rental amount that you paid for rental toward the purchase of a handpan. So it's a great deal. A lot of people like that.
No, it's amazing. Yeah, everybody loves that. So awesome, Dave. I think this was a great Saturday. We've been here since early. There's more stuff happening today, but we had a great lesson. That was amazing to watch, and I'm glad to get everybody back in here. So everybody's so happy about playing together, and that's going to be fun going in the future. So in the next 2 weeks, we're going to have another handpan class in here. Next week, just a little bit about the ukuleles. I just got an order. If you guys play ukulele also, or want to pick up another instrument because it sounds really good with the handpan, I just picked up a bunch of Ohana ukuleles. So whether a lot of people are getting the sopranos for gifts for their kids or stuff like that, just to get them into music, and I think that's a perfect thing. How I got into handpan was through the ukulele. And then Dave's smart. He put a handpan in front of me. He's all, here, take this home and try it. And I was like, wow. And I just fell in love. And then now, here we are. We're out here sharing this beautiful instrument to everybody. I think right now, especially in these times, people are looking for things that reduce anxiety and depression and all that other stuff. What a great way to do that, by playing music. I think that's why we have been successful in the last couple years, but it's easy when you have a beautiful instrument like this that's made by a master, which is awesome. So come and visit us. We have a lot to share with you about music, and we want to make sure that you find the music that you want to get. So
absolutely.
I think Carl said something else. Daniel, can you make a Hijaz scale RS stainless?
Yeah, we can. We can do custom scales. So custom scales is definitely possible.
Carl.
Yeah.
Give us a call, Carl.
No, a lot of people like the Hijaz scale, and we can make a few tweaks to the design here and make that work. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Good question, Carl. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for logging in.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, thank you so much. Don't forget, look for us for the Cyber Monday sale coming up, and then we're going to have a big sale also in December. So sales are coming up.
Sales are coming.
Sales are coming up. Order soon because shipping is crazy.
Make sure you're on our email list. Smash the like button. Get those notifications because you don't want to miss it, believe me, because there's going to be some good stuff coming up. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to play a little bit.
All right, go for it. See you guys.
See you later.